This video, you're going to learn how to promote and make money with a very trending product that's even being talked in the New York Times. Stay tuned to watch the entire video. What is going on, and welcome back to another video. In this video, we're going to be promoting a MaxBounty offer on Facebook ads. And so we're going to go through the entire process from the offer selection to actually creating the ad, to the whole flow of how Facebook works, what kind of ads it likes and what kind of ads it doesn't like, and as well as building the actual campaigns on Facebook. So definitely watch the entire video. You're going to get a lot of value from this video. So the first thing you have to understand when it comes to promoting on Facebook is that offer selection is very, very important. I would say it's the number one thing you have to worry about. Because the fact of the matter is that you cannot promote all the offers here. You really have to be careful the kind of offers you're picking to promote. And so when it comes to kind of MaxBounty, CPA, especially CPA networks, you have a lot of offers, right? There's a category, you have downloads, dating, business to business, biz up, automotive, legal, mobile apps, things like that. And so the thing you have to understand is that if an offer has a relatively low CPA rate, chances are you will not be able to promote it. Simply because it's it's a low payout, kind of a low quality offer. And this includes things like surveys, sweepstakes, email submits, zip submits, and other very, very similar offers. Simply because Facebook is not a big fan of that. I'm not saying you cannot promote it. What I'm saying is it's a lot more difficult and very kind of not very straightforward to promote those kinds of offers. And so in this particular tutorial, we're going to be promoting a higher quality offer. And actually, the kind of offer I wanted to promote was actually a VPN offer, and the reason for that, VPN is it's a very good quality. It's a high quality service, right? You use it, it works. I can install it on my own computer. I can connect. It's secure. It secures my connection. A lot of people all over the world use it, and also marketers use it when they want to view offers that are not really available in their specific countries and cities, right? Because when you get a VPN, you can actually have a connection. You can make it appear as though you're coming from, country A when you're in country B. So for instance, right now I am not in the United States, but in order to see some of these offers, I need to be in the United States. I could use a VPN for that. So VPN, there's a lot of uses. It's a very useful thing. And so I basically typed in VPN in the campaign search, and we have a lot of options here. And the one I really wanted to promote is this one right here, NordVPN. I've seen other people promoting it. It has a relatively high payout, $20 per lead. EPC is 18 cents, so it's fine, right? They do allow social, right? As you can see, there's that little Facebook icon. They allow social. And that is the kind of offer we're going to promote. And just because I'm choosing to promote this offer does not mean you cannot promote other offers. You can pretty much promote any kind of VPN offer that you want using the strategy I'm going to talk about in this video. And so I got this offer opened up. You can basically read a little bit about it. 20 per lead. They allow social. They allow everything except email and incentive. Traffic allowed from all countries. All device operating system was allowed. Network EPC 18 cents. You can read a little bit of the description. Top countries to target for this offer are the following: US, UK, AU, DE, etc., etc. We're going to be targeting the US for this campaign. If it's going to be successful, we're going to expand our targeting and target other countries. Converts on the completed purchase, no adult traffic. The advertisers reserves the right to process reversals 40 days after conversion. So this is standard practice, so it's not really a big deal. Search restrictions, we're not really doing search, so it doesn't matter. So we can build a tracking link here by clicking social and raw link, and we can basically choose the particular landing page, right? So this is a French one, this is in English, and this one, I think it's also in English, right? French landing page, main landing page, and promo on a 2-year plan. So it really depends what kind of angle, what kind of promo you're running, right? This is the main landing page. We're gonna keep it simple with the main landing page. And the reason they're giving a French landing page is probably because the French market is converting very, very well, right? If we scroll up, you're going to see FR here, right? This is France, and that is why they're actually giving a landing page. If I had to guess, that's probably one of the reasons, is that because it's doing very well in France as well as in the English-speaking market. So, if you feel adventurous, you want to try something new, you can possibly promote this on the French market as well. But just to keep things simple, we're going to be promoting on the English level, English language markets. And we're going to start with the United States, okay? So now that we have this here, I want to show you a diagram of how you can promote it, right? And I'm going to show you the best way of promoting. So with Facebook affiliate marketing, direct linking is not allowed. It's also not recommended. And so there are kind of two ways of going about it, just to kind of briefly summarize it. The first way is by creating a little website and then basically sending traffic to that website and then having affiliate links on different articles. This is what everybody's doing, and Facebook is completely fine with it. The second way is basically having an article, having an opt-in in the middle of the article where you're collecting emails, and then you can basically pitch them inside the email. The first method is actually much more straightforward, and this is the method we're going to be using for this tutorial. And so what we want to do is, right, we're going to have Facebook. This is Facebook itself. The visitor goes on Facebook, they're scrolling through their newsfeed, they see our ad. They click on the ad, they get to the website. Well, this is actually the article, and this would be something like top 10 VPN providers or something like that, right? It's a piece of content that basically lists and compares VPN provider. You can even have top 5, right? And all you need to have is really kind of 5 pieces of content. And yeah, I know it's a lot of work and everything like that, but it's actually very, very very straightforward, right? You just have to register the domain. It's like $7 per year. $8 per year, and just get cheap hosting, which is like a couple of dollars a month, something like that. And that's all you need. You have a WordPress site, you create 10 pieces of content, 5 to 10 to keep it safe, and then one of the pieces of content is going to be top 5 VPN providers, right? And in this article, you're basically going to have 5 providers, and one of them is going to be NordVPN, right? If you want to get creative, you can actually get affiliate links for all the other 5 providers, right? And that is kind of the way I would go about it. And so once you have that done, it's very, very straightforward. The next thing you want to do is actually create the ad for it, right? And I do that in an app called Canva. It's canva.com. Basically, click on Create Design. You can pick Facebook ad. And then I basically Googled for a bunch of images on NordVPN. And I wanted an image that basically has some kind of a slogan, take your online anonymity seriously. I basically put this image in here, made it as a background, right? Because initially it was something like this. You have this kind of canvas here, and I basically right-clicked and clicked on Set Image as a background and basically expanded it. Because that's kind of all you want. If you want to get creative, you could have a call to action button here, right? Another color, maybe orange or something like that. Learn more or something like that. You can do that, that's fine. And all you do is download, save it, and now you have the ad very, very quickly, very easily. And so the next thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing a campaign here, right? So now I'm back in my kind of Facebook ad manager. We're going to click on create here. We're going to start from the beginning, and I'm going to show you, right? Behind the offer selection, this is the second most important thing. So definitely pay attention to this. So here we are at our campaign screen. And we're just going to go very quickly with this. We're going to call this C1, ADS1, Ad 1. Leave all the defaults. We're going to save to draft. And then I'm going to show you how to configure this whole campaign. So once we do that, we basically have a tree structure. We have a campaign on top, we have an ad set, and we have an ad. The second thing we need to do is to configure the ad set. The ad set really controls the audience, right? It's about the targeting, the demographics, the interests. Things like that. You also set a daily budget on the ad set level. You can do that on the campaign level. You can do that on the ad set level. We just to keep it simple, we're going to do it on the ad set level. We're going to make it like $10 per day. And you always want to basically start it the next day at midnight, right? So that it has an entire day basically to run and to spend your money and to find the audience. And we're going to put United States. Right, because I believe this is a worldwide campaign, right? It's traffic allowed from all countries, but I always like to start with United States simply because it's a very good market just to test, right? In terms of age, I like to personally start with 25 plus. I just learned from experience that people from under 25, they don't really have a lot of money. They're not really interested in buying. I know that could be not true in certain situations, but for the most part, I typically like to start 25 plus. We're gonna keep genders wide open because we don't really know which gender is gonna convert better. For detailed targeting, right, this is where we need to get creative. Now, we can just type VPN, see what pops up. We have virtual private network. And let's see what the interest is. 910,000 people, right? So this is it's kind of a small, I mean, I would say like it's fine. We can do that. It's good enough, right? I like to keep them above 1 million. And it's still telling me that it's fairly broad. So we can roll with it. For the placements, you can leave it on automatic placements. You can also have it run on the Facebook newsfeed if you like. We're just going to leave it on automatic placements for this campaign. And that's all we have, right? That's pretty much all we have. The most important thing that you want is you want the potential reach to be under 5 million. You don't want it to be like, very, very wide. And you want it to be closer to 1 million. This is good enough, right? This is close to 1 million. If this was 500,000, I would probably start looking at different interests, right? Maybe a bigger interest, but 910,000 is pretty much 1 million. So that's good enough for me. Virtual private network. So the next thing we want to do is we want to go to the ad. We're going to edit the ad, and we're going to actually put in the ad that we created in Canva, and also add some text and things like that. So when you're running Facebook ads, you need to create a Facebook page. And so I already have a couple of pages here. Obviously, I cannot use this page because it's for a different project. And so you have to go out and basically create a new page. And since we're promoting VPN, you want that page to have something, in the word of VPN in it. So maybe something like, secure internet browsing, or VPN advisor, VPN consultant, something generic but yet specific, so that the people know when your ad appears. Because when you're going to have the ad, it's basically going to show the name of the page and the ad. So you don't want something generic. I would never run the ad using this page because it's going to be very confusing to people. So the next thing, you want to scroll down a little bit. You want to click on add media. We're going to click on add image. And then we're going to upload a new ad that we have, right? We're going to click on upload. We're going to go here, upload the ad that we created. And then we're going to, wait until it processes it and everything like that. It's also going to preview it on the right-hand side. Once it's done, okay, it's done. We're going to click on continue. And the ad is exactly the kind of dimensions that it's suitable for Facebook. And so we don't really need to do a lot of work here, right? We have the ad. We don't really need to we don't need to customize different placements. So, remember, we basically picked automatic placements, so you can basically customize it. I wouldn't really worry about it too much. What is important, though, is the primary text. The primary text appears above the image, and that is usually what the first thing that people start reading. At least in my case, is the first thing I start reading. So, you need a hook, right? And you need an angle, right? So when you're writing this, you have to ask yourself, why would people be interested in this? Why is somebody buying it? So you don't need to think very far, because here you have an angle already. Take your online anonymity seriously, right? And so, you could have something like ready to become more anonymous, ready to take privacy back. Something like this, right? And then it's time. The time has come. The time has come. And NordVPN makes it easy. And then you can write, a couple of sentences more, and that's all you have to do. And then you have a headline. Headline appears here. And then you have a description which appears below the headline in certain placements, not in all placements. And so both of these are optional. Of course, if you're gonna link your website, and this is gonna be a link to an article on your website, like we talked about, your headline is gonna be the name of the title of the article, and the description is gonna be whatever, maybe like some first couple of words, or maybe you could submit it yourself. So that is fine. So once you put the URL here, if you put yahoo.com, it's basically gonna parse it, and it's gonna appear, right? It's gonna be basically put it in here, right? It's gonna parse the website, and here we have yahoo.com, Yahoo, Brazil, email, and all of this, right? And so your ads reach may be slightly lower because there's too much text in the image. Okay, so in this case, this is a very good idea, right? It's basically, Facebook does not like when there's a lot of text. It's actually a very good idea. And so what you want is you want to find another image without this. You can also basically edit this image and remove this just, in something like Photoshop by using the same color as the background. Basically remove this text. You can find another kind of ad. It doesn't really need to say NordVPN in it because we're not selling NordVPN. We're selling privacy. We're selling security. And so you can find another image, right? But this is a very good idea. And so this is something to keep in mind, right? It's basically telling us. And call to action, we're going to say learn more. It's a good one because the other ones are like get offer, get quote, get showtimes. The best one is definitely learn more or sign up. I would just leave it with learn more there, and we scroll down. We don't really need to do anything, right? If you have a Facebook pixel, you can set it up, and I do recommend setting up a Facebook pixel. But that's all we have to do, right? Now we have the campaign, we have the ad set, we have the ad. Another thing I do recommend that you do is you basically duplicate this ad set. I like to have 5 to 10 ad set. This is kind of my practice. And the reason I like to do that is because each ad set has one interest or behavior or something in it, right? In this case, so what we're going to do is we're going to duplicate it, let's say 4 times. So we are going to have a total of 5 ad sets. And once you duplicate the ad set, it's also going to duplicate the ad as well. And so what you want to do is, right, you basically want to edit that first ad set, and you want to click on edit, and you want to rename it, right, so that we know what it's about. And it's actually targeting virtual private network. We want to copy this. We want to paste it in this field right here so that we know that this particular ad set is using the VPN interest. And remember, when you're doing Facebook advertising, you're basically, it's going to tell you, where you're getting conversions and the traffic and all that by the ad set, right? So if you have like one ad set and many interests, you're never going to know which interest is responsible for the bulk of your traffic, for the conversions, where you're spending the money from, and you have to track all this stuff. And so the next thing, you want to go to one of these copies, click on edit, and you want to basically scroll down where it says detailed targeting. You want to click on suggestions. And we have internet security. We're going to click on that. We're going to remove virtual private network. And we're going to look at our audience definition, 360,000 people. So that is kind of on the low side. So let's see if we can pick something else. IT technical services, cloud computing security. This is also small. Data computer. Let's pick computer security instead of internet security, just to see what the reach is going to be. And this should be a lot better. And the reach is 4.7 million people. So this is a lot better. And so we're going to go with computer securities. We're going to copy and paste the name, go on up, copy and paste that. And now we have 2 ad sets. You still have to edit the other 3 ad sets. The rest of the ad sets, right? The 3 remaining ad sets, you basically have to do the same thing. I'm not going to do that because it's a repetitive process. But that's exactly what you need to do. And that is how you set up an ad campaign for Facebook for this particular offer. Remember, you need a little bit of a website that makes it look a lot more legitimate, a lot more authentic, and things like that. Because Facebook doesn't like direct linking, doesn't like affiliate products, because affiliates typically will do anything in order to get those commissions in. And that includes making crazy claims, selling everything, doing this, doing that. And Facebook doesn't want, people making crazy claims on the newsfeed to their users, right? So that is very, very important. And so that is what you have to do. And the other thing I would recommend is basically when you are creating the first ad set, put 3 ads in there, completely different, right? Different colors, different pictures, different things, because you will never know which ad is going to convert better. And Facebook is going to start optimizing, right? So if the first ad, and I'm not talking about ad sets, I'm talking about the ad. If the first ad converts better, Facebook is going to send them more traffic, right? It's a very highly tuned, very effective machine, basically. And that is exactly what works. All right, guys. So you could have 1 ad if you'd like, but it's a lot better to have like 3 ads. At least, like at the most, like 3 to 4 ads or something like that, because that way you can tell which converts better and things like that. So once you have a couple of ads, you can just duplicate the ad sets, and it's also going to duplicate the ads within it. And that is the entire process of doing it. Remember, offer selection is very, very important. Without it, you really can't go out and, become successful with it. Because if you pick the wrong offer, you don't know how to promote it on Facebook, it's just not going to work. All right, so I really, really hope you've gotten value from this. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below the video. I'll try to help you out if I can. And if you want to see future videos such as this one, definitely subscribe, click the notification bell, and you're going to get notified when a new video drops, which happens quite frequently these days. All right, so again, thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.